In this lesson, you will learn about the value generator facility in GraphiCalc 2010. This is a very important facility that will allow you to control the freedom of geometries, and is used for creating complex motion or mechanisms or linkages. So essentially, a value generator is started from the value generator command, and you have to give it a name. Let's say we call it driver, and click on OK. So what you have to do is set up the value generator. Let's say we have a start value of 20 millimeters, increment value 1 millimeter, and number of iteration, let's say, is 20. So what the value generator will do is generate a value. It starts at 20 millimeter, increments at 1 millimeter radius, at 1 millimeter value, and number of iterations is 20. And then you have three end options. At the end of these iterations, you can start over again, or reverse the value generator so that it will go backwards from the last value, or you can stop the value generator. So let's say I have a circle here and I control its radius using, so you click on the R letter and then click on the value generator. So this is now the radius is being controlled by the driver here. You have to make sure that you press apply button here for this to be active. So you can see that I can slow it down using the preference command, bring it to medium speed. So it's starting over. I can also reverse it. Now this will reverse back. I can also stop it. So for example, I can set up another value generator, let's say called driver 1, and let's say we say that it's 20 degrees. Our start value is let's say 30 degrees, increment value 1 degree, and number of iteration is, let's say, 30, and we want to reverse back. So we apply it. You have to click on the apply for the value generator to take the values. So let me just create like a small crank mechanism. So I have a line. Let me give this a length of 20 millimeters, and let's say this is sliding on this line. So now I can take this and I say the angle is driven by this value generator. So I have to constrain it to the end of this line. So now you see you have the basic mechanism, because we can see the angle of this line. Just calculate it here. It starts at 30 and increments by 1. And then if you single step the model and then come and reset value generator, it brings everything back to the home position. So any value in the value bar you can control using the value generator. For example, and once the value generator has been set, you can click the OK button and it'll keep working in the background. Here's another nice example. Let's say I have one line. I made another line here, and let's make it parallel to this line, and then I can open it again and click on the offset, click on the driver, and you will notice that the line now, the offset will be driven by the value generator. You can also put logic functions in the value generator. Let me just close this, and so let's say we put a measurement here, okay, and let me just create a line here. So let me just single step it. So we anchor the line here, and you start the value generator. let's call it driver 2. So start value, let's say, is 0 degree, and that's one thing. The value generator is always active, so if you click on anything, it puts a value in there. So let me delete this. So what I'll do is I can say if this linear dimension value is greater than 25 millimeter, then rotate that line by 1 degree. Otherwise, stop the line. That means rotate it by 0 degrees. And I want to go number of iterations here, let's say 30. And then reverse. So what I'll do is I'll control this line's angle using this value generator. I have to click the apply here. So now you'll see what happens. Let me close this, or just move it out of the way a little bit. So when the distance is more than 25, it moves, but I can change the value here. Let's say if it's more than 30 millimeter, I have to come back. Let me just get rid of this. I have to come back and click on the apply button. So now you can see the logic motion. So there is virtually unlimited usage of the value generator. Let me show you 2 examples. One is the wiper here. Okay, you can see the blade holder is being driven by a value generator from 5 degrees to 2 degrees, and it goes up to 85 iterations. And we will look at the crank. It's being driven by a different mechanism. Also, let me just see if I can get you an example here. This is an example where the value generator is driving a pretty complex machinery. It's inverse kinematics here. The endpoint is moving at a constant speed, but the behavior of the mechanism is being controlled by a pretty interesting value generator. The start value is communicating with the model itself, and the increment value also has got logic functions in it, and the number of iterations also is coming from what is entered on the worksheet. So the value generator, one more time, is a very, very powerful aspect of the software. And one more thing you can do is as the things are changing, you can select them by using shift select. And if you take a value generator, for example, you want to see the values of the selected items, just say copy link here, and then select 20 number of entities selected here. I've selected 3 entities, so start Excel and paste it, use a paste link, and then the Excel sheet will be dynamically updated as the value generator is going through its iterations. So this is a very good way to get snapshots of the behavior of your model using a dynamic update of the Excel spreadsheet. This is different than the transient data collection feature that we will be talking a little later. So to summarize, value generators are used to control any freedom of any geometry through a range of values, and the value generator can be a straightforward value generator, or it can be programmed using any of the built-in functions that are available in the built-in function library. Thank you.